Hey, what's up, guys? Luke160 here today, and I want to talk a little bit about my mixed feelings on Halo 5 Guardians. And I want to start off by saying, yeah, Fallout 4 is just hours away from being released here. Actually, it's only like an hour and a half away from being released here in the States. And I am unbelievably excited, but however, unfortunately, I am unbelievably excited just to see the YouTube videos that pop up, because I will not be picking up my Fallout 4 copy until this weekend due to the fact that I go to college, and that means that I will not be in my actual house until this weekend. So the GameStop I pre-ordered it at is over there. Either way, you get the point. I have to sit here and watch all these YouTube videos, and it's gonna kind of suck, but still be good at the same time. Either way, I just wish I had the game already. Anyways, guys, I just want to talk real quick about my mixed feelings about Halo 5 Guardians, because there's a lot of good, but in my opinion, there's so much bad. And not that this makes the game overall bad, but just like with a game that I'm so passionate and love so much, like Halo, I think I could really get nitpicky and really just like some things, even if they're small, just drive me insane. And Halo 5 has had so many of those, honestly more than any other game that I've seen. I should really start off by saying, from what I've been hearing, most people believe that the campaign is alright and then the multiplayer is great, where I would kind of disagree in the fact that I think the campaign's good. I wouldn't say best, which honestly I wasn't expecting to. It's the middle. It's the second game in the trilogy, so it's not really supposed to be the best. But I feel like it could have been better, but I definitely liked the campaign and thought it was pretty good. However, I do think that the campaign felt really short in my opinion. And I'm not going to really spoil anything, but if you don't want me to tell you how many missions you play as Master Chief right now, go ahead and not watch this video starting now. But either way, I'm gonna start saying it right now. Master Chief, you only played 3 times in the entire game, which is ridiculous. Out of 15 missions, which some of them aren't even real missions. I think it's 15. Yeah. Either way, it's ridiculous. Only 3. Like, seriously, that's ridiculous and stupid in my opinion. I don't know. It hurts. It hurts. It almost feels like 343 is just setting up to get Master Chief killed off in the next game or something like that. Or, I mean, obviously we knew Master Chief was gonna live forever after all. The voice actor, although isn't old, everybody dies eventually. So if we really expect Halo to go like another 100 years, you can expect Master Chief to. Either way, it just sucks, because honestly, I don't necessarily believe that they will kill off Master Chief. I think it's a possibility, but I don't think they will. It's stupid that this amazing character we've been playing as, and we all obviously want, they decide to throw us a whole new character and basically force it down our throats and take away this amazing character and only let us sample him, really. I mean, we really want to play as Master Chief. Why the hell wouldn't they let us? Either way, it was an amazing campaign. It had a really good twist to it, and I really enjoyed it. Although I do think it could be a bit better. I'm happy with it. I really am. Now with the multiplayer, I'm not really happy with. Starting off with, where the hell is social playlist? I mean, 343 really fucked up in that sense. The entire game. I mean, I guess you can if you want to be technical, which why would you? You can say, oh well, Warzone you can play socially because it's not really giving you a competitive rank. Okay, but it's also Warzone, so that's kind of like stupid, because it's an entirely different playlist. So 343 only gave us Arena, which we're constantly being placed against tryhards, and we also constantly have to try hard ourselves. If you care about your stats, if you care about ranking up in terms of your league, as in Onyx, Diamond, all that, and you also can't really play against anybody, not lesser than you, but you can't play against anybody that you can really have fun in and dominate a game, which I know that might sound kind of shitty to some people, because some people aren't as good, but I mean, I would think everybody should be able to put in the time to the point where they can get, play a decent game where they're like, getting twice as much kills as they're getting deaths. And in the arena, unless you're an amazing player, you're constantly getting placed against players who are going to challenge you. They're going to give you a hard time and going to give you a just sometimes negative KD, sometimes a loss, and all those really affect. And then the way that they place you in the leagues is so stupid. They go off of just purely wins and losses, which is absolutely makes no sense. I mean, why would you do that? I mean, we're talking about a game where if you got placed with 3 other players who were shitty, which I know I just went and talked about how you can play against players who are constantly challenging you, but it is possible you can get placed against or get placed with players who maybe, obviously just aren't trying hard because there's no social playlist, so what else are you going to play? Or, maybe they just got placed in the wrong position because, they're a lower player, and then they get placed against someone who's a team that's way more competitive and way higher than them, which happens to me all the time. And, you get placed with players who may not even care about their rank, and you end up losing. That's stupid because it should go off of entirely of how you perform, not how your team performs. Personally, I'm not saying I'm the best player. I think I'm pretty decent. I'm in Diamond League right now, and I swear it's a constant battle for me. Half the time I'm either fighting to win or getting my ass kicked. Even the games that I do dominate at, it's so few that it's really, really rare to me. And I'm not saying that, the best player should always have the opportunity to dominate all these other players. I'm saying, that's kind of messed up, and that's the entire reason why we have a ranking system where you put players up against with like the same skill rank. But I'm saying it's stupid to have players placed against players who are just gonna give them a hard fight all the time, because although sometimes that's fun, this is a game that you want to spend hundreds of hours in. You can't be 100% competitive all the time. You want to play some social playlists and casually game, and it feels almost impossible in this game. Even Warzone, it's such big teams. If you're really serious about winning, it can be hard for you because you're completely reliant on your teammates. But it is Warzone, so it's not that big of a deal, because if you lose or win, it's really about having fun. But Warzone was supposed to be depicted as this massive multiplayer map with epic battles, but I mean, when it comes down to it, it's just basically a big map. But I mean, Invasion was much bigger, so I felt it's almost as if 343 really just put the arena and put Warzone as like, this is all you really need. And that's not true, because I mean, we all Halo players out there are going, where's Firefight, where's Invasion, Forge is probably going to be added later on. I just can't believe it didn't launch with Forge. And you get the point. It's so lacking in that aspect. It's just the multiplayer can be so frustrating, and that's really what I can say to people who play this, not necessarily competitively but seriously, where they can't care about their stats, just like so many Call of Duty players care out there. The multiplayer is going to be very, very frustrating to you. It is very fun, but because of the major change in the core mechanics of the game, it's also something that you have to adjust to, and then that kind of sucks because it almost sometimes feels like it's not even Halo anymore. But the point being, the Halo game is still a good, decent game. It almost feels like they had such a long development cycle for it for no reason, because of how lacking it is, and I just don't understand it. And also the frustration within multiplayer really, really bugs. And that's not something that might be an easy fix. It may be something that would be multiple easy fixes that they can continue to do, just such things like weapon balance, although necessarily I don't think that the weapons are unbalanced. Just small things like that, if you keep doing those and adding those up, such as fixing the skill rank, adding a social playlist, adding just more playlists that are for fun and not for necessarily competitiveness, that can go a long way. I feel like they kind of messed up on this, and the fact that they're forcing players to be basically playing esports 24/7, which not all of us want. Although sometimes I think I'd definitely be down to play that. 24/7. That's kind of ridiculous to me. Either way, that's kind of my thoughts on Halo 5 Guardians. I don't know if you guys necessarily agree. I'm really interested to hear. Either way, I'm super excited to play Fallout 4. And I really can't wait for this weekend. I want to say thanks for watching, guys, and have a great day.